All right, let's talk about the Cincinnati Bengals. This is a team trying to build off a victory last weekend during prime time, heading into a massive divisional matchup. But it seems like the Bengals are making a lineup adjustment that should, I think, hopefully help a key weakness on their team so far this season. I think it's the right move by Cincinnati. I'm Nick, and this is Saturday Morning Inspection. All right, this Bengals team, we all know, off to a disappointing start to where we all thought they would be. But on paper, at least certainly on offense, they are a contender in the AFC. They just have to fix an abysmally playing defense. And it looks like they're planning a massive lineup change that I think you Bengals fans will really appreciate. Let's pull up this tweet courtesy of Lance McAllister. From McAllister's tweet, I think Jordan Battle is continuing to improve. We like how that rotation is going. Vaughn is doing well in his role, debatable. So we continue to bring Jordan along, and both these guys will see significant playing time. That was Lou Anarumo with McAllister last night on Bengals Line 700 WLW. Look, I think that's coach speak for Von Bell is playing bad. We're going to play Jordan Battle more, and Jordan Battle is going to play a whole lot more if he continues to improve and Von Bell continues to not play good football. That's kind of coach speak for that, right? That's Lou Anarumo is not going to come out and say Von Bell stinks. He's playing poorly, even though I think a lot of you will agree he probably has been. Jordan Battle needs more playing time. The Bengals turning to Battle more, I think is a smart move because they need to do something about the defense. Miles, I'm curious what your thoughts are on all of this. But first, Bengals fans in the comment section below, got an interesting matchup. Battle of Ohio, Cincinnati, Cleveland. Joe Burrow trying to get an elusive victory in the dog pound. The Browns getting Nick Chubb back. Emotional game, both sides. Let us know how you think the game's going to go final score wise. Browns, Bengals. Let me hear you guys in the comment section below. Put your prediction there. Miles, what are your thoughts, however, on this latest news out of Cincinnati?
Yeah, Nick, I think this is really good news for the Cincinnati Bengals fans because I think people have seen this backfield, defensive backfield, specifically the safeties. These guys haven't been playing up to their billing this year. Geno Stone has had a pretty down year, 41 overall PFF grade, by far his lowest of his career. Von Bell as well, 56 overall PFF grade this season, one of the lower ones of his career as well. I don't think that when you see the tweet from or the comments from Lou Anarumo, oh well, Von Bell's playing. I think you're heading in the right direction there. That it's more like a, I don't want to say Von Bell sucking. I just want to be able to say, well, both guys are good, so we're gonna play them both. But Jordan Battle, on the other hand, he played fantastic last season. Last season, he was really, really special. The 82 overall grade for him. Coming into this season, he hasn't got as many chances. And I'm going to pull up the graphic now. You get to see this here. Week 1, 1 total snap. Week 2, 2. Or week 4, excuse me. Week 2, 1 snap. Week 4, 2 snaps. Week 5, 8 snaps. This past week with 14 snaps. Best game of his season so far. A 73.7 overall grade. 71 run defense grade. 80 tackling grade. 63.6 coverage grade. Really great game out of Jordan Battle. I think we're finally seeing this is a guy who can make something happen on the defensive side of the ball in the backfield, and that's what they need. No one around the defensive backfield and the secondary is really doing anything special, and they need that spark. They need Jordan Battle from last year, who did so many great things, and I think we're finally seeing Lou Anarumo say, hey, this is a guy that can help us improve on defense. I know we spent some money on these other safeties, but sometimes you just got to play the guy that's doing the best. Got a hot hand approach with the defensive secondary. I think hats off to Lou Anarumo for understanding, hey, even though these are the guys that we brought in to be our starters, Jordan Battle, he's doing better, and it's been far enough this season where I don't think it's an anomaly, a slow start. These guys just aren't playing well so far this season. Jordan Battle is, and we're about to see a whole lot more of him.
Yeah, this Bengals defense, I'm going to be totally honest, and you Cincinnati fans understand this, has been absolutely atrocious. Now, normally a defense can be bad for a number of reasons. Maybe they're just brutalized by injuries, and Cincinnati's had a few, undeniably so, but they're not like, like a Miami Dolphins on offense or the Rams on offense or Dallas Cowboys on defense or something like that, where they're down to third stringers in a bunch of key positions or something like that, or a lot of their stars are missing a lot of time. They've been, for normal NFL standards, about average in terms of injury. Okay, how about being a young defense? Sometimes young defenses really struggle, like the Carolina Panthers this year. The Bengals, generally speaking, are a veteran group with a veteran defensive coordinator. They've been playing together a long time. what is going on in Cincinnati? The reality is they have personnel issues, I think, on the back end of their secondary, specifically at the safety position. Really, Von Bell, you can look at Cam Taylor-Bright at corner as well. He's really struggling. But if you look at the PFF grades, it really is so enlightening. So if you look at the two worst defenses, I would say right now in the NFL are the Carolina Panthers and the Dallas Cowboys. They grade out in terms of tackling 54.0 for Carolina, 44.7 for Dallas. Those are the two worst defenses in the NFL right now. The Bengals grade out tackling wise 42.9. That's not going to get it done. How about let's go to coverage grade, comparing the Bengals with those two worst defenses. The Carolina Panthers have a coverage grade of 59.7, Dallas 58.6. That sounds pretty ugly until you compare it to the Bengals, who are at 57.6. This Bengals defense is playing really poor football. They cost them victories against the Ravens. They cost them victories against Washington. I don't blame them for the Patriots defeat, but you could argue if they get a stop at the end of that game, the Bengals could probably win that. This team with literally, they don't even have to be good defenses. They don't have to be average defensively. If they're just a little bit below average defensively, they're 4-2 right now and feeling okay about themselves. They have got to fix the issues. And look, you're not going to change who you are strategically. Lou Anarumo is who Anarumo is at this point. You've got all of your big names up front. You can probably maybe play Jenkins more. We did a film review on him. We think he's coming along nicely. But the reality is you've got to do something to change it up. This is your Super Bowl window. You're in the middle of it, right? Higgins may not be back next year. Joe Burrow's contract is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger in terms of the cap hit. It's going to hurt your roster. Your defense is going to get older, and eventually you're going to have to go through a full rebuild on defense talent-wise. This is the middle, I think this is the end, I should say, of this Super Bowl window for the Bengals before they have to completely retool. You've got to make some lineup changes. You've got to turn this thing around because 2025 is going to be a lot harder than 2024, and 2026 is even going to be harder, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Credit Lou Anarumo. I think he's had a terrible season as a defensive coordinator, to be totally honest, but credit to him for making a lineup change here. I hope he's more aggressive with this. I want to see Jordan Battle as a new starter, and I think eventually he will be. In fact, when I read this first report, I kind of felt like this was coach speak, like I said, for Anarumo saying, all right, listen, Von Bell, we like what he's doing, but Battle's going to earn more playing time. I think that's code for, hey, watch out. This is an indication that Jordan Battle will be our new starter going forward. I just don't want to throw Von Bell under the bus. But this is a move, and moves like this are decisions the Bengals are going to have to make. They've got to win against Cleveland. They've got to turn this thing around. This is the last year of Burrow, Chase, and Higgins, most likely. If they waste this, this is a huge black eye on Lou Anarumo and his defense.